cup final. We have to defeat Haniyyah, make her see the light, and expose Cautelia.
Hello, hello. Whoop. Welcome to Crazy Games. We're back in Genshin Impact, and today we are continuing Fabulous Fungus Frenzy. I guess the story quest for this event. What do we have here today? The strongest opponent, the biggest crisis. Fabulous Fungus Frenzy Act V. Go to the arena. It is the day of the grand finale. Can you exchange Haniyyah's mind and find a proper way to help the fungi settle down? Everything hinges on your success. So yeah, Haniyyah, or Haniyyah, she has like a vengeance for fungi, since the fungi like went on a rage apparently back in the days and like killed her parents. So she hates fungi. But then we, digging deep into this, we found out that the academia, there was like a person in the academia that was researching fungi. And I'll just heal up Kuki while I speak. They found out that this academia guy, researcher guy, was purposely trying to control fungi and may have accidentally created a potion that makes them angry and make them like violent. So then that's kind of what was behind the attack on Haniyyah's parents back in the days. So we wanted to convince Haniyyah that was all a misunderstanding and that she shouldn't hate the fungi but hate the people behind causing the issue in the first place, which is the researchers in academia, which could have in some way relate to the person who's holding the event right now. He has come out with like a technology. What's his name? Pilta or something? I don't think it's actually listed anywhere. Is it listed here? No, it's not in here. But yeah, he was giving us this wisdom orb in order to control and tame fungi in this area. But we found out in the past there's many researchers who tried similar things, and the jellies that we feed our fungi to make them stronger, it's like a derivation, it seems like, of the potion or something that was used on the fungi in the past that made them go crazy. So there's some connection there. We want to talk to Haniyyah about it, but she refuses to talk unless we beat her in a epic fungi buddy battle. A shroom buddy battle. Or a Pokemon battle, essentially. I'll just like jump across here. So yeah, I've noticed a lot of kind of stuff that you'll if you blink you'll miss stuff, and I think I missed a lot of it. So apparently every once in a while you'll see like contestants here looking at this board, and I think I saw the previous one. I don't remember his name. I don't remember all these people's names. There's too many characters. Not Layla. This guy, Hardy Two Blades, standing here, and he said something about like, "Oh, I'm gonna change my ways. I'm wrong about how I treat fungi or whatever." So it's like really generic, kind of Pokemon episodic lines of like the bad guy of the day learning his lesson kind of thing. And also, if you actually look at this, the text actually changes. So right now it says recap and highlight for these rungs, but apparently you get a profile of each character if you haven't done that section yet, so I completely missed that. I'll read Haniyyah's though, since she does seem a little important to the story. Haniyyah, the strongest seeded contestant in this tournament, has been a beast tamer for at least a decade. It is said that the sumpter beasts trained by her are especially good-natured and intelligent. With many such beasts that carry heavy burdens having passed from her hands to those of merchants, many ordinary people also seek her help in improving their relationships with their pets. with rather stellar results each time, it is no exaggeration to say that Haniyyah is one of the greatest beast tamers around. If she had in mind to promote herself, she would already be very famous indeed. Haniyyah's trump card, Pyro 1, is also evident of her great taming skills, for it belongs to a species of fungi with the greatest offensive capabilities out of all their kind. Even its simplest attacks can damage multiple opponents in an area, and when it goes all out, it can suck its opponents towards itself before using an explosion to dishing out some serious damage. However, with this great power has also come an explosive temper, which is why few ever place whirling pyro fungi into their teams, let alone have them serve as a core of theirs of such a team. So how's that for rating of Haniyyah's skill? And then yeah, I think ours don't change all that much. It just says like, oh, we're known as the Golden Comet and the Silver Companion, and our fungus is called the Bongo Head, which is like your main healer, I guess. And yeah, there was some other stuff that I was thinking that I missed. I think back at where I was actually. I walked all the way here just to teleport back. There's probably someone here who wants to talk. Oh, never mind. For whatever reason, I remember seeing someone standing here. I don't remember who it was. I was like, oh, I'll better record myself talk to that person when the time comes. But then I actually did the I guess I can show. I actually did a lot of this stuff on my own time. I've finished pretty much all of these. Not the best high score, but I only did it enough to get all the rewards, really. I didn't really care to min-max this stuff. And I guess apparent to that I finished everything. If I go here and I go prepare for tournament, I think. I've also, oops, wrong button. I've also finished all of these. This is all the awakening, so feeding all of them jelly, so I finished that. And this is the catching one. So in the previous one, I think I was only up to here. I've caught the last two as well, and I guess I fed them the jelly as well. So I did all that on my own time because I felt like that stuff was bloating up my videos a lot, and I don't think much has changed. Unfortunately, we did miss all the little hijinks of Paimon saying and her like silly puns and stuff for the nicknaming of all the fungi. But yeah. So Yai Miko actually lost against Haniyyah here. And she didn't really care. She just wanted to see how far she can get. She's only really here for to get her light novel authors more inspiration. So, oh, they're all here. Maybe that's why they're not in their other spots anymore. Because of this section. Yeah. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, after some fierce competition in the round so far, we arrive at long last at the final of the Nilut Pala Cup. It's time to find out who is the very best beast tamer of all. Haniyyah or the Traveler?
Oh.
If the winner of the final round makes it through the ultimate trial, they will acquire my entire fortune. It will then be their responsibility to continue hosting this tournament into the future and to promote the philosophy of peaceful coexistence throughout all of Tivat.
Do we really want to be placed in that position? So are we going to lose, like, no matter what? So that Haniyyah kind of has to learn her lesson and forgive the fungi for what they did to her parents, and then actually place the blame on the motivations of the academia researchers. And then she can be the one who continues to run these tournaments, because then that would make sense story-wise. It wouldn't make sense for us as a traveler to suddenly get tied down with this like new business to take care of and not have to like go on our own adventure anymore. Or do we just win and then like we pass off like, oh, I don't really want to do this, and we just pass it off to Haniyyah? I'm actually a little bit worried going into this next fight that I might actually have some trouble. I have not had any trouble so far, but doing the challenges of the training challenges that I just kind of went through, the last few was actually pretty tough. Like Or maybe it was just slow and it felt tough. But yeah, I had to like really pay attention to like the health of my fungi and like use the healing skill, like the healing fungi skill accordingly, and like plan out whether to like suck people in first or like try and set up some reactions between two fungi instead of just like pretty much hitting whatever is off cooldown if I have the leaf or whatever to do it. There was actually a bit of strategizing involved. It wasn't just a mindless like button mash and face roll to get through.
Huh. Cautelia isn't here today. Oh, this is our chance. After the final match and the ultimate trial, we'll go tip off Haniyyah and confront Cautelia head-on!
Yeah, Catulia is like one who seems to have a shady past, or the how he set up this whole thing seemed to be pretty shady and might have caused a lot of harm along its way. And we wanted to tell Elhingen that his money is not worth all this shade, since Elhingen is the Fontaine businessman who has like funded this whole tournament. So if we tell him, oh, this is really bad, you're funding a really bad thing, we're hoping like he would stop doing that.
Miko? Layla? You're here!
You bring Miko and Layla up to speed on your conversation with Haniyyah and the
Much
plans
as
for the
I
day.
expected. The insufferable research maniac has exposed his true colors to our two protagonists. You seem to be edging ever closer to the truth.
Edging, you say?
Holding off on reporting Cautelia to the Academia seems like a sensibly cautious decision at this stage. Who's to say if Cautelia, or indeed anyone else for that matter, is really who they appear to be?
Yeah, we can't afford to let our guards down now. We gotta fight Haniyyah first, the strongest beast tamer out there. And we still have no idea what we're in for with Elhingen's ultimate trial. Oh, how are we gonna get through to Haniyyah, though?
Haniyyah!
The answer should be quite obvious by now, surely. Take all of our fungi and defeat her fair and square. Force her to let go of her stubborn attitude and listen to the truth.
Yeah, the truth is in the heart of the cards.
I believe in you guys. I know you'll be able to get her to come around.
Thanks for all your support.
Ah, yeah! Bongo Head, Twirly Whirly, and Blitzara! The tightest power trio in all of Shroomdom!
Paimon.
With your powers combined, winning this final will be easier than taking a radish from a hilly churl!
That's funny because people are calling the Dendro Archon Nahida like a new little radish or something like that. How to grow your radish in the community. I was like really the Susan picture thing is up again. It seems like if you like spawn in this area, you can get that commission to come up frequently. So maybe like there's like this thing where I've actually been taking advantage of it too. If you like stand right here, there's like a sweet flower right here, and you log in and out, you pretty much every time you log in, you pretty much guarantee a those dynamic events that pop up, kind of like the Susan event that just popped up right now. You guarantee like the feed the dog one, but it requires you to have fowl in your inventory. So then you probably need to like farm fowl too, which is not as good. But this one, it seems like if you're able to force this one, it might take a while longer because you have to go through all the conversation and actually do the picture and then talk to her and go through all the conversations again. But at the very least, if you have the time for it, it doesn't really cost anything. You don't have to farm or pre get ready for it. If that makes sense. Let's talk to some of these people. Soka. Magnificent! The matches between you two and Miss Layla was intense but not hostile. This is exactly what a friendly match should look like. Thank you, but Miko lost. We'll just thank you. Hehe, hehe, Layla. Would be really happy to hear that. I didn't know how to portray a character that's the protagonist's competitor, but then turned into the protagonist's friend instead. But I have a very clear idea about it now, like Vegeta and Piccolo. I need to think about the structure of the story and add a character like that for the protagonist. Our match was friendly as well.
Yeah, we were pretty relaxed when we were up against Soka as well. But as there was no anxiety or hostility either.
I know. I know that you guys took it easy on me, but treating someone as ordinary as I am with such kindness, I don't even know how to thank the two of you. I'm gonna have to make some edits after I add this arc to the novel. It might be too much for the reader to handle if I were to disqualify the protagonist's rival. The tone needs to be a little more serious. Okay. And what does she say if we say Miko? But Miko lost.
Yeah, Miko lost, what a shame.
Huh? Didn't Lady lose on purpose? She's probably more interested in the story of the gathering of those beast tamers. I wonder what kind of development would satisfy her.
Yeah, you're right. But she was clearly getting into Haniyyah. A few more words and she would have been able to set Haniyyah straight.
That's probably because Lady Ye felt like her role wasn't the one that's supposed to be the close friend of Haniyyah in this story. She didn't want to steal your spotlight. Besides, seeing how things have developed, maybe Lady Ye finds this to be the perfect place to end the chapter.
I can't understand any of this writer lingo.
Okay. I guess only Soka is around. Message board. The Nilot Pala Cup Beast Tamer Tournament's finals are upon us. Haniyyah, the Beast Tamer veteran, is going up against the powerful Golden Comet and Silver Companion. Most liked comment. The competitor is too jam-packed. There are too many matches going on at the same time. I haven't even had the time to get to know the background of all the competitors, and we're already at the finals. Ugh. If there are more competitions after this one, please don't schedule the matches so closely together, and maybe consider revival matches to give competitors who had a bad day a second chance. There seems to be a response to this particular comment. Thank you for your support. The staff at Nilot Pala Cup has received your suggestion. The first ever Nilot Pala Cup hoped to deliver the joy of beast taming and fungus battle to everyone. Due to limited resources, we apologize and ask you to understand for any inconvenience. The next season of the Nilot Pala Cup is already in the works. We have plans to adjust the tempo of the matches and the rules of the competition. Please feel free to sign up and participate if you are interested. With all your wisdom and input, we are confident that the Nilot Pala Cup Beast Tamer tournament will be an event that takes Sumeru by storm. Very nice. Let's look at the other comment. Disliked comment. It's finally the finals. I've been waiting for an evenly matched fight. To be honest, the matches prior to this one were a little boring. They were too friendly. There were no excitement. I'd rather see the competitors give it everything they've got. I want them to go for each other's throats. An exciting competition should be fierce and filled with rivalry. There seems to be a response to this particular comment. I completely disagree. This is a competitive event, not a brawl. The cute fungi should be quickly tended to after being wounded in the match, and you're here talking about spilling blood? If it's excitement you want to look for, you can go pick out one of those bounties posted by the Core of 30 and go fight some vicious fungi in the wild. Not only will that satisfy you, it'll also bring us great joy. Or it'll also bring great joy to us. Most interesting comment. Someone mentioned before that we can use tamed fungi to help with security. I find that to be a great idea. It can even be applied to other areas as well. They can help with protecting cargo shipments, crop irrigation, and even mining. The possibilities are endless. Obviously, it's all of the premise that the beast taming techniques are steadily passed on to most people, or more people, and the cost of wisdom orbs is reduced. Also, we'll have to monitor and solve any issues regarding the reliability of the wisdom orbs once its application is introduced on a large scale. I guess for Genshin Impact, the wisdom orbs kind of mind control the fungi or the beast that it tames, so it kind of gives, like, I don't know, maybe an unethical use of technology or something. Whereas in Pokemon, they don't really touch on what like catching a Pokemon in a Pokeball really does. It's like danced around, like, oh, you just use it, and once you catch it, it's registered to you as a Pokemon trainer or whatever. They don't really go into details as to like why the Pokemon, once you like catch them in the ball, they like just decide to like hang out with you and not just run away. They have stories where Pokemon is like rebellious and stuff, like Ash's Charizard and stuff like that. But I don't think they've ever actually explained what the Pokeball technology does. And like, I guess it's for gameplay reasons. All the Pokemon also becomes data or something, so you can put it in a PC. So there's like a lot of ethical concerns there, where you're pretty much just like throwing them in jail. But I think maybe the Pokemon anime says like different from the games. In the games, it just seems like they're all just put inside your PC and they're like trapped in there forever. But I think in the anime, they just say like, oh, this is your Pokemon that you can withdraw or deposit or whatever. But they're actually like hanging out at your professor's like house or something like that, which doesn't make sense because in the game you can catch like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Pokemon. It'll be so weird to have them all hanging out out and about at some person's like lab, or maybe even like an acreage or a farm or something. So yeah. At the very least in this game, it seems like Wisdom Orbs is like some sort of Akasha-like technology, except instead of using it on people, they're using it on to control or alter the mood or mind space mindset of the funguses. Maybe the organizers should hire the competitors as instructors to teach the general public about the usage of the orbs. That could be a great idea. Interesting. That's the most interesting comment. I don't think I'm tracking this, so I don't know where to go. Okay. Are we ready for the final competition? Can I talk to this guy? No, he's just... I think I've talked to him before. I don't think he changes what he says. So yeah, there's like those boards and stuff that's easily missed. And I think I've also missed it a bunch of times. And it's kind of sad because the stuff doesn't repeat. So for those people who are like big lore people who might have not had enough time to like actually look at everything, find everything everywhere, and they just kind of beeline the story or whatever, they miss out on all this stuff, and it's a little bit sad. And the developers spent the time to like put it in everywhere to make the world seem more cohesive and everything, and it kind of gives you a bit more of the lore and world building and stuff. And it's I find it a little sad that it's all temporary. Anyways, let's finally do this. Haniyyah. Oh wait, I have been reading this, so maybe I didn't miss all the other ones in the past. But yeah, oh, it has 3 fungi that are locked. So we actually did get fungi from Layla and Miko that we have to use. Okay, so I only could choose one other person, which I probably would choose this one. Oh, she's got 2 fire guys. So maybe my fire guy might not be as interesting. Maybe this guy. Oh, but this guy is really good. I really like this the Dendro Shrooms special ability. Just like pretty much machine guns a bunch of Dendro globs. I don't even know what they are. They're not darts or anything. They're like green balls. And it's pretty satisfying to use. But this person, like, I can use this to suck people together and then use this one to like blow them all out. Actually, this one's probably the best. But this character can suck everyone together. This character can... I don't remember what this character does. Unleash electro shockwave that deals small amount of electro damage to nearby opponents, entering a temporary activate state. In the process, in this state, its thundering lashes will deal more damage. Okay, it's just like straight up damage. Ooh, this is tough. I just need to choose one, and I'm like trying to think about what's the best choice here. So on their end, on the opponent's end, their healer is the Anemo one. So I want to like pretty much delete the Anemo one right away. Okay, this one's probably the best. Alright, let's hope this isn't too hard. I'm a little worried that MiHoYo's like, we're going to make this match super hard just to piss you off. Or not just to piss you off, but to make it more of a challenge. But then I don't feel like the challenge has ramped up very well.
The day has finally arrived, Traveler and Paimon. I warned you not to get emotionally attached to the fungi. You have to treat them as your pawns.
No, Haniyyah, they're our friends, and we're gonna show you the true power of friendship.
But it seems like you haven't changed one bit. In which case, this match will be a short one.
You're the one who needs to change. We'll show you.
Yeah! When we send Bongo Head and buddies into action, it's like clockwork, and we ain't about to stop ticking!
We're gonna take you to school. Huh.
Time to show you how a real beast tamer fights. Your feeble strategy will be your undoing. Go, Pyro 1!
Go Bongo Head.
Alright. Go for that one. Suck them all together. Drill dozer and rapid fire.
It's time. Torch them all!
Woo! We got F. Alright. Fire! And machine gun. Dendro machine gun. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh, they all got sucked together. Or I don't think I sucked them together. I think they just like clumped up. Oh, we almost got him. I think we got their healer. Nice. Alright. Who do we got next? I'm like looking around just to make sure I'm not missing the things. Go for Pyro 1. Fire!
We have no choice. Let's use Chillaxifying Water Bubble!
Yeah, chillaxing water bubble will heal our guys up and make them better, refreshed for battle.
Suck them all together. Yeah. Now, super machine gun. Dendro machine
Don't
gun.
worry, Pyro 1. They're about to reach their limit.
Pyro 1. It's a 4 against 1. We're gonna be able to do this. Electro drill. Oh, look at him go. He like drills around. I didn't even notice he drills around. Machine gun. Dendro machine gun. Cool. Nice. We got this. We got him. Heh. Okay, I was a little worried for no reason. It was just as easy as the other fights.
Pyro 1, why did you hold back?
You're the one giving the orders. Pyron has become more than just a pawn to you.
Don't blame Pyro 1, Haniyyah, and don't force yourself to do something you don't want to. You started having second thoughts when Pyro 1 got injured during the semifinals, didn't you? You never met a well-matched opponent until you fought Miko, and now us had you. So you never had to put Pyro 1 or any of your other fungi in danger before. When you saw one of your fungi get injured for the first time, you realized you felt compassion for it.
That's a problem. You gave it a name, and by giving it a name, you've given it a bond.
Compassion? You really think I feel anything for these fungi?
Yes, it's painfully obvious. You're just in denial.
Haniyyah, you grew up listening to terrible tales about the horrors of fungi. Paimon completely understands how they made you feel. But that doesn't mean that you should just treat a buddy who stands by you here as your arch enemy. You won't be able to lie to yourself forever. We fight off fierce fungi all the time, and we always used to think of them as monsters too.
I didn't.
The whole reason we entered this tournament is because we didn't want fungi causing any trouble.
I actually didn't really want to fight the fun guys. Every single time I feel really bad killing them. Because for whatever reason, like the fun guys and the slime, Miho has made them super cute, so like killing them feels really bad. And at the same time, I was killing their Haley trails, and it's like, yeah, they're the bad guys, sure. And then we find out they're like Conrayans or something, and now I feel bad fighting Haley trails too. So, so yeah, I don't know why MiHoYo is doing this to us. They're purposely making all these cute creatures, and they're like offensive to us, or they're violent towards us. So we have to defend ourselves and kill them. Actually, no. Sometimes I straight up just like go up to them and murder them, since I need their like the specters and stuff. I need their crafting materials or whatever, their drops, so that I can ascend or upgrade my characters.
But after meeting Bongo Head, we realized that if you just give them some time and treat them well, the gentler fungi will get to know you and treat you like their friends. At the very least, treat fungi like they're on your side, not as your pawns and certainly not as your enemy. Please, learn to trust Pyro1 and your other fungi friends.
Say no to prejudice. Treat your fungi right.
Enough! Don't patronize me. In case you've forgotten, this match isn't over yet.
Wait, what? Does she have a second wind? She has second wind. Go for the healer. Go for the healer. Do the suck.
Pyro 1, release the explosion!
Oh no. Is she gonna cheat? We got this. Don't worry. Just stick to the plan. Go for the healer real quick. If we can take out the healer, we take down a big part of their foundation. Stick to the plan. Now do the suck. Now do the drill. Ooh, I gotta pick this up. Did we get the healer? I think we got the healer. Alright, go for who's low. We'll go for this one. Alright, top up our guys a little. Super Dendro machine gun. Alright, we got him. It's only Bongo, or not Bongo Head. Ours name is Bongo Head. Only Pyro 1's left. We can all bully him. Fire Dendro machine gun. Pew 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 pew. Electro swirl. Wait, no, he just goes down and jumps. I don't think that missed actually. But I guess it becomes stronger after it does that.
Show them what you're truly made of.
Yeah, show. This is a kind of I think you should just give up at this point. This is kind of sad to see like 4 shrooms all bully 1 shroom. Do the suck. Do the machine gun. Oh. Does this character just have more like health, or did it heal itself? Oh, I missed that. Oh well, that's okay. Fire! Oh. Got him.
I failed. Just before the most important step of all.
It's because you didn't believe in the power of friendship.
You two, you were the only ones who could stop me. But how when your mindset is so childish?
We'll show you how. Then you'll finally understand.
Haniyyah, as we agreed, you have to hear us out now that we've won. But let's put that aside for now. Can we bring Pyro 1 along for the ultimate trial?
Pyro 1? You want to take it with you?
Yeah, Power Run's super cool.
Yep. We want to pass the ultimate trial with everyone's fungi side by side. Bongo Head, Twirly Whirly, Blitzara, and Pyro 1.
We'll earn the rights to all these fungi. We'll make sure they're all properly looked after.
We looked through your notebook that day after we spoke to you, and it cleared up a lot of things. You're right to be concerned about the dangers of fungi, up to a point. Wisdom orbs come with health risks to some people. This tournament shouldn't have been promoted so widely, and there are limits to how closely fungi and humans can coexist in general.
Oh yeah, there was a thing where the wisdom orbs is making Layla sick or something since she's like sleep deprived. I guess her immune system is also not as strong. And we noticed that she was coughing a lot and getting exhausted really easily. But I think some of those symptoms is due to her not getting enough sleep. But apparently, I guess this has been pretty consistent throughout the story. Elemental energy negatively affects like regular people. It's only like people with visions that can kind of resist some of the negative effects of elemental energy. And since the something jellies, the jellies that's used to make your shrooms stronger, they also like boost the shrooms like elemental energy particle powers. It makes it so that more so has a negative effect on people. And yeah, we want to make it so that wisdom orbs are not needed, or maybe only needed temporarily or something, in order to get like shroom buddies.
However, by making constant improvements to the wisdom orb and using it for friendly communication with the fungi, we can figure out which are the nice ones and gradually learn more about them.
Fine, if that's what you want. I lost, so I don't get to call the shots. And I guess Pyro 1 would rather be with someone who actually cares about it.
Cheer up, Haniyyah. I'm sure you mean a lot to Pyro 1. We have more important stuff we gotta tell you after the ultimate trial.
regarding your ancestors and the truth behind the fungi attack.
That's right. You'll see things differently after you know the story. Paimon just knows it.
I just had to say, what a magnificent duel.
Uh-oh.
A battle between competing philosophies, as well as a showdown between two top beast tamers.
Is he gonna ruin our plans, or is he gonna help us with our plans?
Elhingen? What are you doing in the arena?
Why, I'm here to witness the final duel, and the winner's spectacular performance in the ultimate trial. How could I possibly miss such a milestone moment in this tournament's history?
Uh-oh. This is foreboding.
Come now, Traveler, Paimon, it's time to prove yourselves. I have no doubt that you'll play a significant role in bringing this tournament to a whole new level.
Are we gonna fight him? He's like the final Elite Four champion. You follow Elhingen to a location of the ultimate trial. Oh wait, I guess the ultimate trial has always been like the champion of the Elite Four. Wait, what? We had to fight Fatui?
What's going on here? Why are the Fatui everywhere?
Elhingen is part of the Fatui?
Elhingen, the arena's been taken over by bad guys. We'll deal with them. Get yourself to safety.
Wait. Are we going to have to fight the Fatui using our shroom buddies? That's just a silly plot development. We're gonna purposely not fight and use our Pokemon to fight for us. Even though we've like fought these guys no problem before. We're gonna be like, oh, we're so used to, you guys are so easy. We're gonna try handicapping ourselves and try commanding like wild beasts to defeat you guys.
Wait a second. Where is the exit?
This arena hasn't been taken over by bad guys. This was all part of Elhingen's plan. Oh, so we thought Elhingen was just like an enthusiast that funded this whole thing because of just like passion and interest in the whole idea of beast taming and shroom battles. But he's actually a bad guy this entire time and was behind this and everything. This was all part of his plan.
The Traveler is correct. Nothing gets past you, does it? In which case, I presume you planned for this eventuality, no?
Wait, this is all wrong. Isn't this the ultimate trial? Cautilia's supposed to be the villain. He was just using this tournament for his own agenda and he tricked you into sponsoring him.
Not far off. You're right about Cautilia's motivations. This started when he discovered a promising use for a forgotten technology. So I bought his loyalty and organized this tournament to expand the reach of his technology. Though I must say, I never expected a prize catch like yourself to take the bait so eagerly.
We should have known. Not as eagerly as you're confessing to your crimes. You can continue your confession in jail.
So, you weren't being fooled by Cautilia. It was you using him. This whole time you were just another lousy Fatui. Oh, now Paimon's mad. So much for warning you about Cautilia. Boglehead, get him!
Get him!
Oh, look at you. I've got chills down my spine.
Oh no, we've been captured.
Whirly, Blitzara, Pyro 1, what's going on?
Oh no, he's but what about the power of friendship? I don't know why it skipped his line there. Maybe I accidentally hit the button? I don't think Elhingen was finished talking there.
Cautilia added a handy little back door in the wisdom orbs. As soon as I send the command, all fungi under their control report to me instead.
Is it a dirty back door? A back door?
So, this whole tournament, it was just an elaborate ploy to get other people to capture fungi for you, and now you're gonna make them all into your evil minions!
Oh no, they're Team Rocket. But then we were hanging with our fungi without actually using the wisdom orbs, so maybe the power of friendship will come through, hopefully?
Very impressive. You hit all the key notes there. I hold the tournament a few times, build up an army of fungi living amongst the people, and then I can create all kinds of damage. You have to understand, this is a huge opportunity for me. My accomplishments will eclipse those of my other comrades. And then, my dear Master Dottore, who left because of you, will finally realize that I can still be worth something to him.
Dottore? You worked for the Dottore before? Oh, so I guess he still wants the doctor to approve of him. But I think there was like a throwaway line. Oh right, I said I was gonna read the thing that was given to us. That was consolidated of all the different stuff about the academia and the whole like beast taming and the fungi attack and everything. I said I was gonna read that and I totally forgot. Or I said I was gonna read that in the previous video and I totally forgot in this video. Oh, if it's still there and I remember at the end of this conversation, I guess maybe I'll read it. But there was a throwaway thing saying Elhingen's, the money that he used to fund this tournament, it's like a sketchy origin, or like the origins are unknown, so like people are sketchy about him. Oh no, it might be actually like an organizer who said this. They want to like get different sponsors, so they're not putting all their eggs in one basket or something, just in case like this one sponsor doesn't pull through. At least they have other sponsors to keep things going. You worked for the Dottore before.
But now, I think I might go one step further. Getting rid of you would be doing a major service for all the Fatui, from the foot soldiers to the harbingers. This could be a career-making moment for me. I'll finally earn Master Dottore's respect. I'll just say it was a tragic accident. You placed too much trust in the fungi, tried to push past the limits, and ended up causing the whole arena to collapse, with you still inside.
People have tried this before and it hasn't worked.
Once this domain's sealed off, no one will ever find you. I'll have Cautilia assume all liability and criminal charges, then inform the academia.
But this is live. Isn't this like live coverage? There's like cameras in here. Because people were saying they were watching the fights and everything, right?
After that, I'll invest even more into this tournament in the name of honoring your memory. I'll promote it harder. The competitions will be bigger and more frequent.
You selfish, double-crashing monster! How could you? Paimons are just about enough from you, mister! You'll never get away with this!
Wait, Bongo Head's on our side.
But what are we gonna do? You don't have any weapons on you and our shroom buddies won't respond to us anymore!
It's every man or shroom for themselves. I have faith in Bongo Head. We have formed a bond.
Take your time! Pit fungi against fungi, and warriors against warriors. I want the Traveler to see her buddy being destroyed. Then, once her faith is utterly shattered, put her out of her misery. Quickly and painlessly.
Alright, so we have to go for their healer.
I accept that our actions thus far have not been beyond reproach. But at least we can give the Traveler the ceremonious final farewell that they deserve.
These Fatui is like, are you guys gonna die by fungi? Is that something you want people to know, that you've died? your predecessors to not predecessors, your progeny to hear about, to know that you guys died from fungi. Maybe you should quit while you're ahead. Alright, what do we have? Oh no! Oh, we actually don't know how to fight the Fatui.
Go ahead, use your something, anything, water balloon, wake everyone up!
Wait, how are we actually going to do this? Oh, something happened. Bongo Head!
Are you okay?
There are too many of them!
This isn't right. I've activated the backdoor command 3 times now on the floating hydrofungus. Why is it still obeying the Traveler?
We're using the power of friendship.
Is Cautilia's device malfunctioning?
Yeah, you shouldn't have trusted Cautilia's ability. His what do you call it? I always like have this word at the tip of my tongue that I can't seem to find that like explains the situation. His competence. You shouldn't trust his competence. He doesn't seem like that competent in the first place.
Oh dear, the poor thing still hasn't realized.
Yaimiko has appeared. Ah.
The technology in the Wisdom Orb does make fungi more obedient to their beast tamers, but all it does to achieve this is suppress some of their basic instincts, allowing them to communicate with their owner as effectively as any other animal. The trust that these 4 fungi place in their beast tamers, and the bond they now share, have grown stronger than the Wisdom Orb.
Yai, Miko! You broke the domain sealing spell?
Yeah, Yaimiko. Sealing spells are nothing for Yaimiko.
Please, you thought your crude replicas could keep me out? You appear to have woefully underestimated who you're dealing with.
Woefully underestimated.
Not to mention that shoddily designed backdoor command. Did you honestly believe that no one would notice the litany of vulnerabilities in your grand plan?
Oh, Yaimiko has figured things out right from the start.
Curses!
At the moment, I was like kind of sad that I didn't get, like I lost 50-50 and didn't get Nahida in her banner currently. Currently, it's still the Nahida banner, but now that we get a bit more Yaimiko in the story, I'm actually kind of excited that I can guarantee a Yaimiko when her banner swings around. It's like, ooh, Yaimiko is actually pretty awesome as a character. Maybe it's not too. Maybe it's like a what do you call it? Like a present in surprise? No, it is. It would be a pleasant surprise. No. What's the phrase here? I can't think too well today. It's like a gift in disguise or whatever, where it's like a bad thing happens that you don't like, but it's actually a gift because you get like an even better thing later, kind of thing.
Miko, Layla, and Haniyyah too!
Haniyyah!
Oh, hang in. So this was all you're doing!
You killed my parents!
Whatever threat the fungi might pose, your nefarious ambitions are the true menace here!
I will destroy
Come
you!
on, Miss Yai. Let's go help them.
And I think Layla is also in the next banner as well, so maybe it's a good thing that I've decided to save more resources for that banner instead of trying to exhaust everything in order to get the banner character now, which is Nahida. It's like giving me more and more reasons to like save resources for the next banner.
Easy now, Layla. All that's left for us to do now is to watch and wait. The bond of companionship is not something so easily severed by the designs or devices of humans.
Humans?
Blitzara, you haven't completed your mission yet. You're not thinking of giving up now, are you?
Bing! Is she gonna blow that thing out with her electro powers? It's an imp.
Huh? Look! Blitzara's back to normal! Is this the moment Miss Yai said we were waiting for? Twirly Whirly, I believe in you! Take this crook down.
In tomorrow's newspaper, rich businessman found mauled by fungi in an alleyway.
The backdoor command is wearing off! They're all returning to normal!
Yay!
Still doubting what your heart tells you, Haniyyah?
Haniyyah!
You're afraid. Afraid to accept that the fungus you treated as a pawn now trusts you completely. Because then you'll be forced to face your true feelings, which you have been trying so desperately to escape from. But don't keep your fungus waiting much longer. Look, now that it's no longer under the Wisdom Orb's control, it's waiting for your orders.
Pyro 1, are you really waiting for me? I'm sorry. I've been so harsh on you, but you still trust me.
Haniyyah!
Go. Do what you have to do.
Maul that stinky dinky man over there.
Well, one way or another, it looks like all the fungi have returned to their senses! Great!
Wait, are we now actually gonna have to fight the Fatui?
Shame on you, Elhingen! You're about to pay for what you've done!
Because it doesn't make sense that the combat guys are there Unless we're actually gonna fight them, right?
Hold the line and keep your heads. They're just a handful of fungi. We still have the upper hand.
I guess to enter this like competition floor, like they said before, we actually don't have access to our weapons, but shouldn't we still have access to our vision so we can still use our elemental skill and burst?
You'll get frostbite.
Oh, they don't have a healer. We gotta go for this one first then. Because this pyro guy is like the DPS. We gotta get him. I hope they don't activate. Oh, they do activate their shields.
Victory is within our grasp! Use water bomb!
Oh! Even though I wasn't aiming for one of them, they actually like died just from AoE. Got him. No, I missed it. Oh yeah. You guys are dying from fungi. What a bunch of losers. We like push them. We like purposely push them into... Oh, teleporting, I see. Alright. Hey, hey, hey. Come on, come on. Maybe I'm getting in the way of my own fungi now. Yeah? Oh, we gotta go for this guy again. This guy right here, this guy right here.
Let's move. Killjoy, we've only just
I don't know if the numbers are like against my fungi, or if it's like against that Fatui. Like my guy's doing damage. Boop. Boop.
You need to hurry up. You're not going anywhere.
Ooh. Using the pyro guy and took out a lot of the shields. I wish I can take out shields that fast. They seem to have tuned it so that the fungi could actually stand a chance. They tuned this encounter. I just used the sucky suck. Alright, last guy. You can do it, Pyro 1! Ooh. Oh. I didn't even need that last leaf.
By a few measly fungi? This is absurd.
Where do you think you're going?
Miko, why didn't you stop him?
Oh, I'm just a tourist. As far as I'm aware, I don't have the authority to detain anybody within Sumeru's borders. Is that not the case for you too?
Citizens arrest, citizens arrest. Actually, since they're not citizens, they probably can't do that either.
Still, you needn't worry. He won't escape. You'll see once you get back to the tournament arena.
Okay. Yai Miko has set everything up in the beginning.
Ah, cryptic. Well, no time to figure that one out. On with the chase!
We can get him. Dun 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 dun. Ooh, ee, yeah, ooh. Oh, we get a little cutscene.
You're from the Core of 30!
We got him. You finally made your move.
By order of the General Mahamatra, we're here to arrest Elhingen for grave crimes and Kautilya for academic misconduct.
Oh yeah, we did get a glimpse of Sino in the beginning. And we're like, oh, is Sino doing this competition as well? But then I guess somehow Sino and Yai Miko has colluded in some way to like, I don't know, get some sort of operation in motion behind the scenes without us knowing.
The General Mahamatra has been watching Kautilya closely for some time. He's busy dealing with other affairs today, so he couldn't find the time to apprehend the offenders himself. Thankfully, with all the evidence you gathered, we were able to swiftly bring this case to a conclusion. The General Mahamatra wrote a letter for the two of you. Please, take a look.
Is it going to be one of his funny jokes? Overview, Sino's missive. Prior to the General Mahamatra's return to his post, the Matra were starting to suspect that Kautilya was up to something. Kautilya had Elhingen partner up with him, keeping the most important evidence hidden. If it weren't for the Traveler and Paimon's help in providing crucial evidence, the Matra might have spent a longer time investigating the duel's actions. The Wisdom Orb and Floral Jelly were indeed derived from the Capturing Device and Withering Potion. The latter two share similarities to the Omni Ubiquity Net from Inazuma, which originates from Li Yue's Adeptus Arts. Therefore, one could say the two technologies are based on solid references. However, the Capturing Device and Withering Potion aren't thoroughly validated due to insufficient development time. They're experimental items created by Amurta researchers for controlling dangerous creatures. These items once resulted in a horrific accident and therefore should no doubt be locked away forever. I'm like reading Sino's note like with such a weird intonation, not like Sino at all. Kautilya made use of his status as Elhingen and Elhingen's funds to bribe relevant personnel. He obtained samples and documentation, then hired a few talented students to work on enhancing the two products. By making them safer and more reliable, Kautilya would then use the tournament as a cover for his true intentions, causing damage in Sumeru. The Matra rounded up another group of Amurta scholars to develop a countermeasure that targeted Kautilya's backdoor command. They planted it into specific wisdom orbs and handed them out to the Matra on shifts at the arena. If anything happens, the countermeasures would be put into use. Fortunately, everything went smoothly with the tournament. No one was hurt, and there was no property losses. The tournament even brought financial gain to Port Ormos. As of now, all involved personnel within the academia have been detained. They shall face judgment. Sido, leader of this operation, has confirmed all locations of interests. Criminals at large are highly likely to show up around these areas. The core authority can acquire them with no more than a limited number of people. As for Elhingen, the results of the initial investigation reveals that 60% of his sponsor fund come from illegal sources. The rest were his business earnings in Sumeru. Because this Fatui informant is quite a complicated case, the academia will arrange for specialized personnel to deal with this matter. Wait, there was a Fatui informant? I wonder who that is. Could it be someone we know? Traveler and Paimon. I have included Sido's report at the front of this letter. Take a look if you're interested. It may help you understand the situation better. The enthusiastic participants and audience do not deserve to be deceived like this. I will be using Elhingen's business earnings as prize money for the participants and compensation for other relevant people. If the funds are not enough, the extra amount will be included in Kautilya's fine. The Beast Tamers tournament has a positive influence and might become as well known as Genius Invocation Trading Card Game. I guess we found out that Sino is really into the Genius Invocation Trading Card Game. So it doesn't need to discontinue just because of two schemers. In the eyes of the general public, you two have taken over as the host of this event. Please don't worry too much. I trust that you'll arrange for things accordingly. Lastly, please say hello to Guji Yai on my behalf. If the chance arises, I would like to spar with her in a duel. I hope she'll not be very against some powerful decks with certain styles. Oh, I thought they were going to fight in real life, but they actually just want to play, or he just wants to play Genius Invocation with her. That's cool.
So Sino has been keeping an eye on this competition too! He and his people must have been secretly investigating at the same time we were! Lucky we had some backup!
The timing worked out perfectly. We'll leave the rest to you.
All right, we'll take the suspects away now. The area will be unattended while we're gone, but with you here, I can put my mind at ease.
Oh, I thank you, Sido. Get them. Put them in the paddy wagon.
You might think this is over, but mark my words.
Your words are marked.
You haven't seen the last of me. Or Master Dottore.
Oh, we're gonna have like a subplot or a sub story of like this whole Team Rocket Pokemon thing that we're gonna deal with. I would like that. We just get really good at training Pokemon.
Well, you're behind, loser. Have fun in prison, you Fatui lowlife.
Yeah, keep your butthole tight.
Wait, Sino mentioned that he used our evidence, so is that where Miko was going after the last 16? To hand it in and make a report?
Oh, please, spare me that look. I didn't sign up for any of this. I'm supposed to be having a nice vacation, but all sorts of vexing issues keep managing to find their way to me. After the round of 16, I simply took a walk around Sumeru City with my editors. I did have a very brief conversation with the General Mahamatra, but only because he happened to be passing by at the time. The evidence you gathered was the key to solving this case.
The more you try playing it down, the more confusing it all sounds.
Anyway, now that the organizer and the sponsor have both been arrested, what should we do about the fungi in this tournament?
We need them to be our friends, Layla.
The rules still stand. These little ones won the tournament and passed the ultimate trial, which means they'll be taking Haniyyah and Kautilya's place. From now on, everything about this tournament will be up to these two to decide, and after all the experience they've gained, I'm sure they are more than up to the task.
Alright, how's this? In each nation, we're going to create 8 different, we'll call them gyms. And each gym will have a specific type of fungi that they use, so that new Shroom Buddy trainers can go through these gyms and work their way up to becoming better Shroom tamers. And they would have to challenge these gyms in order to get a badge from them. And once they get 8 badges, they can move and enter this grand tournament that we will throw. That will get the 5 strongest Shroom Tamer people and have them compete in order to become the champion. And then they will have to go to the next nation and do the same thing again. And then it'll just all funnel Mora and hype and promotion and everything and Shroom and friendship and companionship all over the world. Woo! That was a really bad synopsis of what Pokemon is. First things first, we need to tell Haniyyah the truth. Haniyyah needs to see things differently.
Lady Kitsune told me everything. The fungi that attacked my ancestors were out of control because they'd gone berserk. Everything I thought I knew about the fungi was based on a misunderstanding. I took it all much too far.
Haniyyah!
Huh? We didn't get to say anything! Miko, why did you have to steal our thunder?
I am perfectly fine with Miko explaining everything to her.
If by that you mean thank you, Miko,
That's exactly
then
what I
you're
meant.
welcome. Haniyyah needed a little pep talk to perk her up so that she would join us in taking a stand against Haniyyah. How else was I supposed to motivate her?
You don't have to say anymore. I was too close-minded. I know that now. I kept telling myself the same things, lying to myself until I became numb. But now I've seen the truth with my own eyes. Even without the wisdom orb, Pyro 1 willingly followed my instruction. It trusted me all along. I hold my hands up. I was wrong. You're well within your rights to criticize me, and I accept whatever punishment you deem appropriate.
Your punishment is that you're gonna have to take care of Pyro 1 until the end of time.
Punishment? What do you take us for? Sure, you said some pretty scary things, and you were way too strict with Pyro 1, but clearly you've already learned your lesson. Wait, actually, having said that, Paimon has an idea!
Me too. Everyone discuss the final decision together, down to the precise wording.
Alright, Paimon's got it. Let's go tell everyone else what we came up with.
The victory speech is yours to make, Paimon. Time to put your gift of gab to good use.
Paimon's first time speaking to so many people from a stage like this. Paimon's getting butterflies. Paimon and the Traveler are super happy that we were lucky enough to win this tournament and even expose a criminal conspiracy while we were at it. The responsibility for continuing to hold this tournament in the future now lies in our hands. Now, they may have thrown the organizer and the sponsor in jail, but you can all breathe a huge sigh of relief because the prizes are still being issued as promised.
Way.
That's what I'm talking about! Woo-woo!
Whoop, whoop.
That's a good call.
However, unfortunately, the wisdom orbs currently have a harmful effect on their surrounding environment, so they pose a risk to people's health. This means that we won't be able to keep our fungi friends around for the long term. So, for the sake of everyone's well-being, over the coming days, we recommend that everyone entrust their fungi into the care of the best darn beast tamer in town, Haniyyah!
Yeah.
But you won't be away from them for too long. While Haniyyah takes care of your fungi, we'll be talking to the Academia with the goal of trying to resolve the current issues with the Wisdom Orb as soon as possible. And of course, this tournament was so much fun. It'd be a real shame if it was a one-off affair. I'm sure you've got a big appetite for more fungi fun and games. So once the technical issues are all sorted out, and we're all reunited with our fungi friends, let's battle it out all over again!
Yay.
Oh, so that's my punishment.
You had to take care of all the fungi, huh?
Think of it more as a reward for being the runner-up.
Don't think of it that way, Miss Haniyyah. Spending time with shroom buddies is actually really fun. Right, Twirly Whirly?
He does a little dance. His little, like, sharp feet.
I'm
Pointy
gonna
feet.
miss you, Twirly Whirly. Take good care of my best shroom buddy. Oh.
Traveler, Paimon, Layla, and Lady Kitsune. What can I say? You're a fascinating bunch.
Come on, Haniyyah! We announced the official decision with everyone watching. You better look alive!
Yeah, don't worry. I get it. As a beast tamer, I accept your proposal. I will do my utmost to care for these fungi and treat them like the treasured companions that they are to their masters.
Now those sound like the words of an awesome person called Haniyyah that Paimon wants to be friends with. Just wish he'd shown us this Haniyyah sooner. Anyway, let's spend some final quality time with our shroom buddies. Then we'll all meet up in Port Ormos.
Okay. The strongest opponent, the biggest crisis. Quest complete. Is there more to this, or is this it? See what we have here. I can finally unlock this. Yes! I got my Dory! Dory, welcome! Welcome to the team. I think everything else I could just like... and actually get all of this? Oh, I can. Yes! Mora! Dory loves Mora. I'll pick all of this up. Perfect! We have cleaned out the event store, including inviting Dory into the fold. Where's Dory? They're very nice. Look at her little gremlin. Her weird glasses. Yeah.
Ta-da!
Well, that's a huge coin you got there.
Oh, fine.
She's kind of silly. Anyway. Oh yeah, I was gonna... I guess there's really no point in reading this now, since, like, the contents of it was pretty much revealed. Yeah, it was Haniyyah's notes. It turns out we actually read some of this out loud, and only, like, the first part. And some of the ending parts were kind of missed in the actual story. About how, like, they were... Yeah, I'm not gonna read this. The gist of it is that, the Academia researchers were doing some nefarious things to the fungi, which caused the attack of the fungi, which is what caused the village to have to, like, quarantine themselves. or not quarantine, but like fortify themselves against them. And yeah, I don't think any much else was shown there. And I think I read this. Yeah, this is the thing that was given to us to read. Was there anything else? No, there isn't. This is just I'm like halfway through completing like the whole like quest chain in this area. Anyway, this was cool. I really enjoyed the Pokemon battling aspects of this event. Hopefully they continue to improve on it or add more features to it or something the next time this event comes around. Ooh, what's this? Is that a bug? Do you see that down there? There's like a, what do you call it? Wisdom orb? Like just floating there. I actually really like that they referenced, what was it? This thing? Omni Ubiquity Net? Because yeah, this thing captures animals too, but I guess it only captures like nice animals. Being like birds and cats and dogs. Well, maybe not dogs, because you can't capture the ones in public. You can capture small boars, I think, or shroom boars. Capture crystal flies, bugs, salamanders with this, and I guess nothing as like big as a shroom. So whatever they did to the wisdom orb, like increase the capacity of this kind of technology they used in this. So yeah, that's a weird thing. Or let's stand on it. I wonder if they did that on purpose. It looks really tiny too. The actual wisdom boards look like they're a lot bigger, like bigger than Lumine's head. But this one here looks like really tiny for some reason. It's almost like they spawned it in just to have it. Oh yeah, they normally look this big. And this one here looks a lot smaller. It's almost like they spawned it in to the story for the cutscene, and then they decide to like hide it. Because some of the tricks in animation is that they don't actually like delete the thing. They just move it somewhere that you can't see. So that it's still there in case like it's needed again. But it's almost as if like they moved it to a place that's still visible. And it's still spawned in. Unless it is actually a hint at what's coming next. They're gonna like shrink the wisdom orbs to be able to be put all over the place. And it's not gonna have harmful effects anymore, so you can have like your shroom buddy everywhere in Port Ormos. You see it like floating all over the place. Anyways, yeah, that's all I have for today. This actually took a lot longer than I thought as well. All of these videos have been like an hour or more or so. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. I don't know what I'll be doing next. Actually, I do know what I'll be doing next, and it's probably this thing, Nahida's story. Before, I guess 3.3 comes around. Is it going to be 3.3 or is it? Yeah, it's probably going to be 3.3. And yeah, there hasn't been any news that I've heard of what 3.3 is going to be about. I'm hoping there'll be more to explore, like they'll be revealing another part of the map. But I don't know anything. And this new desert area has been like jam-packed with content as well. Like how the map changes when you actually explore it more, like this pit here, this set of buildings and stuff, and that canyon there, this big robot, and some of the things that you can interact with the big robot, and the whole like underground structures and labyrinths and cave systems in this area is pretty like vast too. Like a lot of these waypoints are all underground, so yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.